Hello everybody, welcome back to Board Game Nation for a final review of Orleans. And this is the Kickstarter deluxe version. And it's quite nice. Theme of the game. The theme is kind of there. You're kind of building a French metropolis. You're all kind of vying to be the best kind of builders. But it is a Euro. There's, the mechanics is what is interesting in this game. And boy, is it interesting. The deck or the bag building mechanism where you're taking these cardboard chits and reaching in and get them out and saying, oh, I just need a soldier and I didn't get it this turn is amazing. It's really good. The worker placement where everybody can do their turn all at the same time makes the game extremely fast, very interesting. It plays differently every time. There's lots of variability, especially with those extra worker tile action placements. I mean, there could be more. For such a huge Euro game, it's quite light. It's not very difficult. I would say that, it's much lighter than Agricola with the cards and stuff. It's kind of on the Caverna side, but less so. There's less rules. It makes sense, but there's still a lot there. There's a lot of stuff to think about. I can see this kind of, getting less interesting as time goes on. There's a little bit less variability than, Uwe Rosenberg's games. But I really enjoy it. It does give me that kind of Caverna, Agricola feel, especially with all the wood components and stuff that I have. Now, with the wood components, I could probably live without them. I actually miss the artwork. I love the fact that they gave us stickers. That's amazing. If you're going to do wood components, do stickers, because frankly, otherwise it takes away from the theme. It just looks like a piece of wood instead of some wheat. So there's a couple of things like the gears. I chose to use the little, my kids are going off, sorry about that. The little, gear cardboard chits are much better than the wood ones. So I've got this entire bag of extra stuff that I really don't need. A couple of board game friends wanted to take it off of me. Now the stickers, I don't know, they're not super great quality already. They're starting to fade, and I've seen a guy's copy he's played maybe 6 times, and they were bad. They looked like they were through the tumble dryer. But that's stickers. Whatever. Otherwise, it's a great, component-wise, it's great. I could probably do the just Kickstarter version, and I would have been very happy. I like the extra cards for the extra work placement areas, and this version has an update to one of the rules, so one of them isn't so powerful, which is good. I like the artwork. It does kind of look Europe. Once you get out there, it really works. The depth of the game, like I said, it's really interesting. The way everything runs out as well. There's kind of a race to get certain things. You're not in a desperate race, but it kind of reminds me of Stefan Feld's Trajan. A lot of the mechanisms are kind of there. The worker placement, you have to choose kind of where you're going to go and what direction you're going to do. And maybe if you do, 2 things, to focus on 2 things, you could win. But if you try to focus on everything, you're going to lose. Now, I would say Trajan's a little heavier. It's also a little bit tighter. And I also think that the time mechanism, where you have to pay something like food or money or something, that comes from Trajan as well. So I'm wondering if the designer kind of got a lot of his stuff from Trajan, because it does feel that Trajan feel, but looks and acts kind of like a Uwe Rosenberg Agricola. I don't know why, it just feels that way, maybe because of the components and the artwork. Things I didn't like, I didn't particularly like the component I thought we would, it was just a little overdone. I could have gone either way with the extra, wood components. I love the fact that it has a second player, or fifth player, set in here, so it can go up to 5 players. Because this is a heavy Euro that I would play with 5 players, because it can go so quickly. There's not that much AP, because you can think about what you're going to do simultaneously with everybody else. So that's nice. But I absolutely love this game. Like, I mean, every person that plays with it, you just get into it. I wanted to play it right away a second time. I wanted to figure out another strategy. I wanted to do things a little differently. And it has that depth that you can do that. But it's not so deep that you just get lost in everything, all the choices. There's definitely, like, every time I play, I'm going to get a little bit better. I want to do this strategy. I want to do that. And I can see a lot of people playing this over and over and over and over and over again. It is an amazing, great Euro game. I hope I think of it the same way a year from now when I played it to death, because I think I will be playing this to death. Rating, this is a 10 out of 10. I can't believe how great how much of a great twist they put onto a worker placement game. It really is one of the hot games of the year, and I'm going to be playing a lot of this. It's going to be broken out a lot, and I feel that you can teach this to anybody, and everybody will kind of get understand it quite easily. I would be interested to look at the new expansion. I know I can get it, but it just seems like there's so it's kind of goes off in a weird direction. But it would certainly bring more life to the game, because you could possibly, after the 10th time playing it, you get bored with it. But there's tons of games like that, and I'm just saying that because I know I'm going to be playing this over and over and over again. It's one of those games that it's going to come out on a regular basis. So, and the rules are so simple. It's really easy to get things moving and not get, oh, I'm not going to play that game because I forget the rules. Like, will come out. It's got the depth, but it's simple rules. I absolutely love it. Well done. I do like the Tasty Minstrel version of it. So thank you very much. Just a note on Tasty Minstrel. My box came quite damaged. It got, I guess somebody dropped it in the warehouse or something like that. And I contacted Tasty Minstrel, and I said, this is what's happened. And they basically said, listen, we'll send you a new box. No problem. But, we'd rather sell it to somebody else, so, because we'll take the components out of it. So, would you like, some money back or another game? And I actually said, yeah, sure, I'll take Harbor. And they said, no problem, we'll send it off to you. So, once again, I've dealt with Tasty Minstrel games quite a bit, because I have a lot of their games. And I just was quite impressed with their customer service and the willingness to make sure that I'm happy with their product. So well done, Tasty Minstrel Games. I really enjoy this. Well done, great product. We'll be playing this quite a lot in the future. And I absolutely love this game. 10 out of 10. There you go, guys. I'm all done. Have a good night.